Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you two quick tips or two quick things you can do to basically instantly improve your ink drawings. I thought it would be a fun thing to do since it's Inktober, so stay tuned. All right, this is a picture that I'm working on for my Inktober project, which is going to be a witch's spell book. So this is a page out of the book. I, if you can't tell, did the text with the computer and printed it on this paper. And now I have this drawing that I'm ready to ink. And I just wanted to show you some of the things that I do to help make the ink drawing better. So the first thing you can do when you're inking to instantly improve your drawing is to use different line weights. There's a few different ways you can do it, and obviously these multiliner pens come in different sizes, so you can use that to help you get different line weights. You can also try using a brush pen. Those are really great for getting different line weights. But there's a few tips you want to keep in mind when you're doing it. So the first one is that darker lines look like they're closer to us and thinner lines look like they're further away. So if I am going to ink, let's pick a section of this drawing. I'm going to let this line, out of all of these objects, it's the most front. So I'm going to let it be a little thicker. And also, since I want this book to be Halloween-y, I'm not gonna have it be super clean. So I don't know, that might be too thick, but we'll see. So I'm just doing that with a number 3 micron and obviously getting the different line widths by going over the line more than once, which in my opinion is a legit way to go. So we have our front line. Now we have this little bag full of something. Hopefully you can see that line is a little thinner than that one, and hopefully you can also see that this line does look like it's coming forward in front of the bag, partly because of how it's drawn, partly because it's thicker. So that's one example of how you can do that. Another way to do it is just to vary your line widths within the drawing itself, like within an object. So it's just more interesting if it's not just one plain straight line. It's thicker over here and thinner over here. But even on this little bag, I let the pen change up the line widths a little bit. For the eye, I'm going to switch to a smaller pen. I guess I'll do that now. So I'm going to go down to a 1. Hopefully you can see how that kind of translates. Also, the thicker lines are a little more important, so that's why I switched with the eye. I didn't want it to hold as much weight. Notice I didn't switch back to the thicker pen. I decided to stick with the thinner one because it's behind all those things. So hopefully with those 3 things drawn, you can see some of the depth. So that's tip number 1, is vary your line widths. Tip number 2 is to leave places where you don't completely outline. So let me first of all erase some of my pencil lines on here. You can see it better. So now that those lines are gone, hopefully you can see the different line widths a little better. And actually, now that I can see it a little better, I'm going to go ahead and thicken up just right here. And that's just because in my mind, like, the light is coming from above or from the side, so it's a little bit darker around on the bottom edges. So so I figure, you know, the shadows down there, I'm going to make the line a little thicker to just kind of show that that's the shadow side. So that's one other way you can vary your line width. The next tip is to not necessarily outline every single piece of your drawing. So on this one, again with the pencil line, you probably can't see what exactly I did. So hopefully you can see that part of the line, like, it disappears right along there. I didn't draw the whole entire thing. Part of the little like string around the bottle is missing, and then there's some like other pieces where you just have to fill in the blanks on the drawing with your brain, and your brain does it, and that makes it more fun to look at. So you can see how pieces of the little stems up here are missing, but your brain kind of fills in what's going on. So you don't need every little bit of information in there. We didn't put every single stem in. It just makes your drawing more interesting to look at. The only exception I would say that maybe this rule could be dismissed for, or this like tip, is that if you're doing maybe like a coloring page and you really want to have like specific shapes that people can fill in, then you could not do so many invisible lines. But if you're just doing a drawing, then look for places where you can do that, because it's gonna instantly improve your drawing. So I hope that helped you. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I'll time lapse it for you so you can see it. If you like this video and it was helpful, give it a thumbs up, and also let me know if you have any other questions about inking or pen or drawing or whatever down in the comments, and I'll talk to you next time. Watching. I hope you'll subscribe by pushing that subscribe button that's around here somewhere. And if you head over to talesfantastic.com, you can see all of the art and the stories that I'm coming out with every month. You can also sign up for my newsletter, which will give you awesome creative advice, and you'll get beautiful art in your inbox, and you'll get a free story download. So don't miss out on that, and go head over to talesfantastic.com. Thanks!